What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Welcome back to another video. Hope all is well. On this video, I want to talk about a few things. Coach Prime talked about the expectations. What are the expectations for this team this year? They brought in several new players, and these players are hungry. They're ready to compete. What are the expectations now? Moving into the Big 12. Okay, new conference. Everything could be up this season, especially if this team gels together. They could be a dangerous team. Also, I want to talk about Dylan Edwards. He is now a two sport athlete. He joined the track team, and I could see him joining the track team because the kid is fast, and I think he will excel in that. And so we're going to talk about that as well. And also the defensive coordinator. Who will the defensive coordinator be? And Coach Prime, we're going to talk about that because he kind of alluded to some things. He said the NFL season is not over yet. So I'm thinking whoever this new hire is, their team is still playing. That's what I'm thinking. Because he said he narrowed it down to 3 defensive coordinators. And that DC spot is very, very important right now. And some people were telling me that Coach Sal is still there. So as far as the defensive line coach. So, and also the team identity. What is their identity here? They brought in some more players, and what is going to be the identity of this team? Are they going to be known for their defense? Are they going to be known for their grounding attack? Are they going to be known for their passing? Like, what is this team identity? So we're going to talk about that. But before I do, welcome to the video, and please subscribe and also hit the bell notification so you can get updated on my latest content as it drops. And also feel free to give us a thumbs up as well. That'll be greatly appreciated. But yeah, give us that hit that subscribe button, and for all those that have done so, I appreciate it. I appreciate you subscribing and things like that. I really appreciate that. And also I appreciate the interaction that we have on these chats and stuff like that. Now, I will be going live later, and we're going to have a panel discussion about the upcoming. Well, it's kind of too early to talk about the upcoming season. Maybe it's not, because they're in winter training right now. But I'm excited about the possibilities, though. They have some players there, man, that are ready to bring it. They want to be there. They want to compete. They're hungry. They want to take some positions. We saw Benson. He got into it with Connor, saying that I'm here to take your position, and I'm the one, and I'm going to take your position. And I like that. That's the type of fiery attitude and passion that you got to have to be successful. And it's hard to win at this level of college football. You know, it's very competitive. Even with this transfer portal now, teams are putting rosters together strictly out of the transfer portal. You know, players are getting paid. It's different now than it was of yesteryear, you know. So I'm going to start with Dylan Edwards. So I'm sure you guys already know that Dylan Edwards is ready to be a 2-sport athlete at Colorado. Now, it said Dylan Edwards had an outstanding year at Colorado in 2023. He was the first true freshman in the school's history with 250 plus rushing and receiving yards in the same season. While that was the introduction, he'll look to rebuild those numbers in the fall and has unfinished business outside of football as well. Edwards was added to the CU's track team. He was added to the track and field team, folks, Friday as a sprinter. The former Kansas Gatorade Player of the Year was a multi-sport athlete in high school and will continue on a similar path for the Buffs. He won the Under Armour All-American Game Fastest Man competition with the 40-yard dash, clocking in at 4.41 seconds, taking the top spot to beat out Washington's Archbishop Carroll's 5-star athlete, Nicholas Harbor, who currently is at South Carolina. So what you guys think about that with Dylan Edwards? So it said here, Coach Prime flipped Edwards from Notre Dame as part of his first recruiting class at Colorado. He was a special connection with Kansas running back, having known him and his family since the age of 9. The original 4-star recruit was also noted in the ESPN's top 300 list. He hasn't disappointed, folks. He really is that good. Edwards had the most receiving touchdowns in his true freshman campaign since 2010, which tied the most by a running back in over 40 years. Colorado is in the midst of an all-season workouts. Prior to the spring practices, Edwards continued to improve in the weight room and will now work on his speed. He'll be a force with the Buffs in the backfield with every touch next season. It's going to be fun to watch. And also it's going to be fun to watch with him with this new Pat Shurmur offense. And I'm excited about him running track because I think he can excel in track. And he's going to do really well there. Reminiscent of Coach Prime ran track part-time when he was at Florida State. I remember that. He also played baseball. He was really busy as a college athlete. And Edwards, he's going to excel in this. I could see him going to the Olympics. You know, I don't know why it came to my mind, Olympics. I don't know why. The Olympics is this year, right? I don't think he's going to be in this Olympics. Well, we'll see. We'll see. It depends on if he qualifies, but and can he be in the Olympics and still play college football? I don't know how that works. I think so. I don't know. But he does have the speed, man, and we're going to see. And also at practice, he was talking about how he gained, I think he said he gained at least 10 pounds. And I'm not sure if it was Bucky or Darius. It might have been Darius. He said, how do you feel with it? He said it actually made him, he feels faster with the weight gain. And that's just because his body is maturing. And even year 3, he's going to get even better. Imagine by year 4, we're going to start talking about NFL combines with him. But look out for Dylan Edwards. There's a couple other players on that team to watch out for as well. I mentioned Cormani McClain. Watch out for him because he's only going to continue to peak. And at some point, he's going to be the feature cornerback on that team. If not, play both sides like Travis Hunter. So we'll see what his future looks like, but he's only going to get better and he's only going to mature. He's going to get bigger. And I expect a lot of great things from Cormani McClain. I really do. That's one of the players that I'm watching. I'm watching his development. I'm glad he stayed. I'm glad he didn't hit the transfer portal. And he's going to be one of those players that's going to be a rising star. If not this year, next year. It's going to be soon, though. So look out for Cormani McClain. But yeah, that's Dylan Edwards. He is on the track team officially. This past Friday, they added Dylan Edwards to the roster. So shout out to Dylan Edwards. So what else we got here? Where do we want to tackle now? So we talked about Dylan Edwards. Let's talk about Coach Prime. New expectations. Now, it says here, we all know he went on RG3 podcast and talked about the mindset of 2024. We implemented hope in the first year. Now there's expectations, Sanders said. We're going from hope to expectation. There definitely are expectations. Colorado has fielded one of the top transfer portal classes in the nation. Sanders also landed the top recruits in the 2024 cycle. Jordan Seaton. They didn't say that, but it's Jordan Seaton. They will likely have preseason Heisman candidates in Shedeur Sanders and or Travis Hunter. So the expectations for this team is pretty high. And I must agree with that. Now, can they live up to the expectations? What do you think? Can they live up to it? That's up to the players. I have expectations for the team, right, on what I think they should do next season, but that's just my expectations. My thoughts don't matter here. I'm just giving my opinion. My opinion doesn't matter. The only opinions that matter is the team. how they feel about this upcoming season and expectations. Some of the players, I saw some of their interviews, and some of them are saying that they're one and done. A lot of them are saying they're one and done, and they would like to be one and done, meaning that they're going to play this season and into the NFL draft. Alton McCaskill said the same thing. So he has really high expectations for this upcoming season. He really does. He wants to go in there and relive his freshman campaign. If he relives his freshman campaign, he's going to the NFL. So I believe he's fully recovered. He's ready to go. And also he's hungry, as a lot of these other players. And that's very important to have. So he has high expectations. Also, Khalil Benson, I watched his interview, and he also mentioned he want to be one and done. And he has dreams of taking care of his mother, his family, and going to the NFL. He's serious, though. He's really putting in the work, and he's dead serious. We saw him featured in the last video, Bucky, and Bucky is Deion Sanders Jr. Well Off Media video. We've seen him featured, and we also seen him featured in what is it? Reach the People Media video with Darius Sanders. And Khalil Benson was going at it, saying, look, I'm here to take your job here. And he's dead serious. So he has high expectations as well, as long as with the other incoming players as well. And what that should do is that should heighten the level of expectations for the whole team, because it's a competition, because everybody want to play. Everybody wants to play, and the only way you're going to play is you're going to have to outwork the man in front of you. So if this man in front of you, he has these lofty goals, yours should be elevated as well. So that should be able to help the team this year. It really does. Somebody told me, a friend of mine played college football, and his son is being recruited now. And he said something to me that makes sense. He said, well, Max, you might want to mention this, because I mentioned it before, but he said, mention it again. There's levels to this. He said, you got some players, they were just talented enough to get Power 5 scholarships, and they're just happy with that. They're getting their free education, and they're content with that, and they're content with just saying they're on the team. Then he said, you have another level. You got some people that want to compete. They know they might not be good enough for the NFL, but at least they want to compete, and they love the game. But then he said you have the people that not only do they love the game, they're willing to give it all 100%. They want to go to the next level, and they're willing to put the work in. They have the passion. They work out in the off season. You don't have to tell them to study film. Those are the players that you need. You need a lot of those players, and it looks like they have some. So it says here, this is the $1 million question. The good news for the program is that while they went 4-8 last year, there were many of the games where there were a couple blowouts, and many of the games came down to one possession. A lot of them did. With an improved offensive line, the offense could be more efficient. The program does not. The program does move to the Big 12, but there is a void at the top with Texas and Oklahoma going to the SEC. If all the talent gels together, and I agree, this could be a dangerous team. I agree with that. So expectations. So they're going to the Big 12. Like they said, the Texas, Oklahoma, they're going to the SEC. If this team gels together, yeah, they can make some noise this year in the Big 12. Now, a lot of people say that their schedule is pretty easy. I don't know. I mean, it just depends on who you talk to. I'm looking at the schedule, and I said, there's going to be some games there where they got to fight. But this year is different. This year is different. Last year, they had some problems protecting the quarterback. I expect them to protect the quarterback this year. Those are my expectations. But like I said, again, it doesn't matter what I think. It's what they think. So that, you got to keep that in mind. I remember Khalil Benson, he came up with the hashtag DT2, hashtag don't touch two. That's Khalil Benson hashtag, don't touch two. So He has a lot of goals and things like that and aspirations, and one of them is to protect too. Because if they protect too, the running game is there and the passing game is there. They'll give him enough time to be efficient in that passing game and open hit the open target. He didn't have a lot of time last year in some of these games. Some of these games I saw less than a second, the defender or multiple defenders were in his face. So this year should be different. It should be. If I'm a betting man, I'm going to say this year is a lot different. And if it is, they're going to make some noise because remember those games where they were close, they're not going to be so close this year. So that's what they were missing. The main component was protecting the quarterback. Now, people say, well, Max, they have to protect that run game as well. I agree. But they have some people on that line that are more than capable. And I believe we have some linebackers that were in-house already last year that's ready to step up. And so we're going to see. We're going to see what happens there. So those are the expectations Coach Prime talked about. And so, yeah, now I want to get into Coach Prime is down to 3 candidates for the defensive coordinator position. Who do you think those candidates will be? Will it be Zimmer? I know Zimmer said that he would like to coach again. Could be Zimmer. He's familiar with Coach Prime already, Jackson State. I think Zimmer could be one of the shortlist candidates. But here's the thing. I would have thought that he would have announced Zimmer by now. I'm thinking it's going to be somebody that's still playing in these NFL playoffs, but we're going to see. As far as that, that's what I think. I think it's going to be somebody in the playoffs, somebody that's still working right now. But I know people are saying that they really want this to be finalized as soon as possible. But like he said, he's going to take his time with it. And I'm okay with that. Take your time with it and get it right. He said he wants to get it right. And he said that his players deserve for him to get it right. He has to get this right. And I don't know, man. What do you guys think? I know a lot of speculation. It has to be somebody in the NFL. It has to be. I know Dallas is over, but I don't think it's nobody from Dallas. I don't know. I really can't tell you there. I don't have no hunches or anything on who's going to be the defensive coordinator. There's no talk of Warren Sapp or anything. I know there was some talk of Ed Reed being the defensive coordinator. I don't think so. Is he capable? Maybe. I mean, he was a top defensive player when he played in the NFL. He has a gold jacket, but that will be his first DQ job, right? Ed Reed. At this level, yeah. So I don't know about Ed Reed. We're gonna see. I know Ed Reed name was mentioned. Zimmer name was mentioned, and I could see that could be the likely candidate because what he did at Jackson State. I don't know. So that's all I got to say on the defensive coordinator spot. The team identity. What is the team identity, man? What are they going to be known for? Like I said, the team identity. I can't come up with it. That's not on me. That's on the team. The team as a collective. What is their identity going to be? What do you think their identity is going to be, folks? What do you guys think? And just to let you guys know, I will be going live later because I know you guys like, is this live or is this pre-recorded? Like, what's going on here? It's pre-recorded. I definitely will be going live later, and we're going to be discussing that on the panel tonight. We're definitely going to be discussing that. I would like to discuss that. And so their identity, man, what do you think, man? What are they going to be known for, man? What is this team? What is the core identity of this team? I don't know. That's a good question. Somebody wrote that and said I might want to discuss that. I said, I don't know, man. I don't know what the team identity is going to be, man. I don't know. But we're going to see. So, yeah, man, I want to say a couple things. Oh, here's another thing. Here's something else in the news I'm going to mention. Deion Sanders wants negative recruiting to end. I don't play that at Colorado. Here's the thing, man, that negative recruiting is not going to end. Not as long as he's the head coach. They're going to still keep talking down to him. They don't care if the players are recording it. My thing is, I said yesterday that if I'm a recruit or I'm a parent of a recruit and I'm hearing a college talk down to Coach Prime or whatever, I'm like, okay, what are you guys lacking? Because your tradition of your football program, what you about, your resume, and your just what you have accomplished to speak for itself. You don't have to down anybody else, but some people feel like it. It's a competition. And if they say that, because I've been hearing that, well, Coach Prime said that some coaches have been telling players that he's not going to be there. He said he's going to be there. So, but if they're going to say, they're going to use every advantage that they have. Whatever they can say to these recruits, they're going to use it. So that's not going to stop. He don't have to do that at Colorado. Like, look, we're not hard to find. You want to come here and play? Let's do it. You know, let's get it. You know what we need over here. If you want to come over here and be a part of a program that's on the on the rise, come on over here. You know, he don't have to talk down to he don't have to talk down to recruits about other coaches or anything like that. But that's going to continue, though. That's a part of the game. That's what he's in. But what did he say here? He said, I don't allow our coaching staff to ever comment on another school, Sanders told Robert Griffin III on a recent podcast episode. You don't have to put another school down. I agree, to put us up. I don't play that. He said, I don't play that. You know what I'm saying? He said, you don't play that. Sanders said he reaches out to other staff and relayed disappointment when he hears of negative recruiting against Colorado. And hey, it's going to continue, man. It is. It really is going to continue. But shout out to like I said, this is a new year, man. Last year is over. I know the coaches they mentioned in practice sometime 4 games. That's over with. What can you do this year? You know, football is all about what have you done for me lately. So what can you do for me right now? Are y'all going to be a 4-game team this year, or are you guys trying to go out there and get bowl eligible this year? It's a lot of pressure on this year too, man. And it comes along with the media attention, because I know you guys think like, why is there so much pressure? And he just inherited the team last year. It's because it's Coach Prime. Any other coach, people like, okay, it's his year 2. We're going to give him a year 4 at least. But it's because of Coach Prime and all the media attention that he has. And that's why that's why the pressure's on. And anything other than a bowl game this year is a failure. That's just my opinion. Remember, it's just my opinion. They got to be bowl eligible and everything else that comes with it. But that's all I wanted to say. Like I said, I might come back with another video like this, or I'm going to definitely go live later. And we're going to have a panel and stuff like that. And but I appreciate you guys for watching. Also, please subscribe. Please give us a like. That will be greatly appreciated. And yeah, man, that is the news today. There's other news too. Maybe I'll come back. There's other news as well. But shout out to Dylan Edwards, man. You know what I'm saying? He joining the track team. You know, I'm going to be watching that. Some of the players were at the ladies basketball game and stuff like that, out there supporting and stuff. So they're out there, you know, getting acclimated to the campus. So that's good. And I expect some of the players that were with the team last year to step up this year. I don't care what y'all say. Trevor Woods playing. I know you guys saying, no, Trevor's not playing. No, Trevor's playing. Or he might be one of them. He's not going anywhere. He's playing. Trevor's a dog, man. Trevor's one of those dogs, man. He's gonna find his way on that field. But let me just say this. Speaking of the secondary, there's a lot of play. Like, who are they gonna play, man? You know, You got Travis J. Travis J is back healthy. I think Gant is still there. Brendan Gant. Well, he's one of the linebackers. Hopefully he's healthy this year, but he's back. Well, let's see. The secondary, like I said, Travis J. You got Shiloh. You got Trevor Woods. The cornerbacks, of course, you got Travis, Kermani McLean. Cooper still there? Is Cooper still there? I didn't see him. I believe he's still there. And you got some of the freshmen that's trying to fight for a little playing time. They're gonna have a lot of competition, man, and that's good. Steel sharpens steel, iron sharpens iron. And that running back position, the starting running back, Dylan is going to give McCaskill a run, but McCaskill should be the featured back. He's an all-purpose back. I think both of them. I don't think you should be concerned about who a starter is in the running back position. That's just my my feelings on it, because they're both good. I want to use them both. Like both of the running backs. I would love to see a play where both of the running backs are in back of Shedeur, or to the right and left of Shedeur, and both of them either go in the flat, somebody block, or something like that. They got a lot. They got a lot they can do this year. Like I said, going back to those expectations, McCaskill got a lot of expectations this year, and he want to be one and done, and he's ready to get to the next level. And one of the offensive linemen from Houston, he said something about McCaskill. He said McCaskill is a downhill runner, man. He said he don't even need much of a gap. He said that because he played with him. And I remember him saying that. He said he don't need much of a gap. He just goes, man. So we want to see that this year. We want to see it. So shout out to McCaskill. But guys, I will catch you on the next one. Thank you for watching. All right, y'all. Peace.